Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Keith, otherwise known as Uhfgood, and today we are going to go back to our Blender 3D Noob to Pro. Let's increase that a little bit. We can kind of here we can kind of actually figuring out a way to what the best way to here we do it like this. All right, so so basically we're gonna go back and do this for a little while. I don't know how long, how many days or how many videos, but we'll go through the next one. This more mesh editing techniques. If you remember the last time we did normals and shading, I messed around with normals, looking at it and all that stuff. So now we will continue on with our thing. So let's read on. Read on, McDuff. You previously scratched the surface of the tools that Blender provides for editing meshes. This page will introduce more of them. Alrighty. Adding more mesh pieces, linked selections, separating adjoining meshes, proper extrusion, more extrusion options, edge loop selection, loop cuts, edge loop deletion, subdividing parts, subdivision surface modifier, sharpening curves, applying a crease, adding vertices, which to use. Oops. That's alright. So adding more mesh pieces. Okay, start with this default cube again, select it, and tab into edit mode. Okay, tab into edit mode. Shift A to bring up the add menu. Instead of all the submenus with all the objects, you could add an object mode. You'll only see a single menu containing only mesh objects. Select another cube and use G to move it away from the first cube. Okay, so Shift A. Yeah, that's nice. Put another cube. Let's oops. Z. Z. Okay, let's try this again. J. I don't remember. Okay, I'm probably in selection, so okay, let's try this again. Cube. And there we go. Forget what to do it. Z. No. X. There we go. Why? Okay. How about there? Okay. That looks good to me. If you tab in object mode, you'll see the two cubes look like separate disconnected objects, but in fact one object cannot be selected separately in object mode. Tab in object mode, you see the two cubes look like separate disconnected objects. In fact, one object cannot be selected separately in object mode. You can tab back into edit mode and make connections between the vertices of the two cubes, which you cannot do with separate objects. Therefore, a single mesh can be made of separate disconnected pieces. Okay, so, oops, I see. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Let's grab. Nope. Nope. Grab. Like a train, it's a train. Okay. Okay. Tab back in edit mode. And now the two cubes look like okay. Make connection between the which connected. Therefore, okay, link selections. If you have some part of a mesh selected, press Ctrl L Pressing Control L will select all the parts of the mesh that are connected to the already selected parts. In the above case of the object made of 2 disconnected cubes, you can right mouse button on a single vertex of one cube, then Control L to select all the rest of the cube that cube, but not the other. So what happens if I do Control L? Anything? Okay. Single vertex of one cube and use Control L to select all the rest of the cube. But not the other cube. Okay. Another way to do link selections is simply to move the mouse over some part of the piece you want to select and press L, immediately select everything connected to that. Conversely, Shift L will unselect everything connected to the vertex under the mouse. So, let's see. Shift L. Shift L. But I can do this, and I can do this. And they're all selected. Interesting. Okay, cool. Separating and joining meshes, you can separate a part of the mesh into its own object. The part you are separating doesn't have to be disconnected from the rest of the mesh. You simply select the part you want to separate in edit mode and press P in the menu that appears, choose selection, and you'll see the selected part immediately change to reddish orange highlight, indicating it's part of the object selection, not the active object. Select the part you want to separate in edit mode. Conversely, you can join 2 or more mesh objects into one. Select all the desired objects in the object mode, press Ctrl J, and you will see them all immediately take on the orange yellow highlight, indicating they're all active. That object tab into edit mode. You can confirm that all editable is part of the same mesh object. I don't know, Ctrl J, what does that do? I'm not exactly sure that I understand what's going on here. If I hit P, selection. I'm not sure what I'm doing here exactly. Join into one object. Okay. You previously discovered how to add whole new object sections to a mesh with Control left mouse button. Let's see something here. Let's go into tab. Let's select edge, and what should be Control right mouse button, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so of course this Control right mouse button, not left, because it's 2.8. Blender also has a proper extrude function to let you do this with a bit more control. Start with the default cube as usual. Okay, so let's go to New, General. Actually, I'm going to try, if I remember it, to turn on this thing so you know exactly what's going on here. Okay, so go into edit mode, which I can do, tab into edit mode, and select the top 4 vertices. Okay, so select the top 4 vertices. And press E to start extruding and move the mouse roughly along the direction of the Z-axis. You find yourself dragging a whole new face formed from 4 new vertices. Okay. So if I put E, like that. Um, You'll also notice that the movement of the newly added part of the mesh is automatically constrained to be parallel to the Z-axis. Press left mouse button, which would be your right mouse button, or enter to finish the extrusion operation. Okay, now deselect everything. Okay. Now try selecting 4 of the vertices of the original cube. Say face making up a face pointing along the x-axis. Now if you extrude these, you'll see the extrusion automatically train to move only parallel to the x-axis. So, if I go ahead and pick these, oh, I meant this, 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 and this. I hit E, and boom, L shape. Okay. A quirk of the extrusion function is that if you press E and immediately abort with right mouse button or escape, the additional mesh piece will still be created, but is left in the same position as the original mesh. To really abort the extrusion, you have to undo it with Control Z. Okay, so let's see something here then, if that's the case. Okay, E, escape. See, I think I could see that. That's true. You have to Control Z it. It did seem to add it. So there you have it for the first part of this little module thing here, and I will see you in the next video.